Hello and welcome to Post to Post, the channel where we discuss all things hockey and all teams. We've done the Swedish arenas, we've done the British arenas, we've done the Swiss arenas. Now it's time to look at the Finnish arenas. Some pretty nice arenas in this country, and I'm excited to go through it. I haven't really looked at these pictures, and some of these arenas are pretty small, but Michael did the work to send them to me, so we're going to go through them. I did try and find replacements for some of them because they were so small, but I just couldn't find any. It's just hard to find good images. So there's quite a bit of teams here, so we're going to try and go through them pretty quickly and hopefully not make it too long of a video, but it's so interesting still going through these arenas from different countries. It's always fun, so hope you guys have fun going through this with us as well, and maybe you can learn something, because I know I will.
I will too.
First on the list.
This is the HPK Hämeenlinna.
Ooh.
Yeah, built in 1979, and seats a little over 5,000 people.
I like the entryway, the arcing glass, but it does look, it's got a bit of an old feel to it.
Yeah, sure does.
Inside.
Nice and intimate. I think, the
lighting is amazing. Yeah, I like that a lot. Looks like there's a good view from every seat.
One thing I noticed, though, the score clock looks really low, down towards center ice. And a lot of the play of the puck, especially lately after Erik Karlsson's Hail Mary pass, we talked about that before, probably wouldn't work in this situation. I think I think pucks would hit that score clock a lot and probably cause a stoppage of play. Like, it's quite low. And we'll see a few of those that are quite low.
Next on the list.
This is the HIFK in Helsinki, built in 1966, but I know you're going to like it for the reason it has.
Well, lots of glass.
Lots of glass.
Yeah, you can see right in there. The lights on the top, it's a good looking exterior.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Interior.
Oh,
that's a black ceiling.
It is, yeah. Yeah, 8,200 people are in there, or can be put in there. Yeah.
Lots of seats.
Lots of seats.
Steep, it looks steep.
Yeah, I noticed that. And very well lit, though.
Very well lit, yeah. Looks like an all right rink. You got some standing room down there for the camera people.
Yeah. Well done.
Next,
this is the JYP Jyväskylä, or Jyväskylä. Sorry about that.
Good attempt.
I'm going to try. This one here, built in 1982, quite rectangular.
This looks like an office building.
Yeah. This is another one that I'm going to make a comment on about the low ceiling and the low clock. I think it's quite low, and you can really tell from this angle. I mean, that clock is only, maybe what?
You could easily hit that with a puck for sure.
40 or 50 feet above the ice surface. But it seats 3,000 plus, and then there's an additional 1,600 plus that can go in with standing room. So the total is about 4,600. Lots
of banners hanging from the ceiling. They must be a successful team.
They must be, yeah.
Next, the Cuckoo.
The Cuckoo. This is the Lumon Arena. This is actually the Kuvola Kuntosali. So and Kuntosali is the Finnish word for gym.
Okay.
So those two words together, they both start with ku, so the team eventually ended up being called the Cuckoo. But the second ku in Cuckoo stands for gymnasium or gym. So I just thought I'd look that up for you.
Well, thank you.
No problem.
Not the best picture, but it looks unique. You can tell that it's probably some kind of facility arena. It's like rounded, and the ceiling being held up by those.
Yeah, there's that outside structure.
We saw that in the Switzerland arenas. Yeah.
So it's quite a nice spot.
Very nice. Yeah. That's a nice looking building. Look at those big pillars in the corners there. Those are huge.
Yeah. Wow. And I think you can see two in the far corners as well.
Of course, they've got ads on them.
Yeah, it must be connected with that outside structure we just saw.
Yeah, I think you're right.
About between 6,000 and 6,500 people can be put in here for hockey.
Yeah, it's like an all right rink. I like the Cuckoo, just based on the name.
I love it.
That might be my favorite Finnish team.
Yeah. This is the Kalpa Kuopio. This is the Kuopio Ice Hall, also called the Niralen Montu, or in the past. Has a kind of industrial warehousey sort of look to me on the outside.
I got distracted by this transport truck thing down here in the trailer that he has.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Anyway, looks like a rink.
Yeah. Seats a little, before we go too far from the outside view, I took notice of the antenna at the peak of the roof there.
Of course you did.
I'm a radio geek, so I just wanted to know more about that antenna, but anyway.
Well, what'd you find out?
Nothing.
Well, that was useless.
Must be top secret. I guess it was. Inside, it seats a little over 5,000, or accommodates, I shouldn't say seats, because so many of these arenas have standing room as well. A little over 5,000 people in here.
One thing I've noticed in European, just that whole area of the world, all the arenas have, not all, a lot, have the back wall. It's just flat. You don't see, there's not too many that you see that's totally all the way around. They always, not always, I should say, I keep saying always or all the time, but a lot of arenas.
There's limited seating at the ends in a lot of European rinks. And in North America, I think it's, they're more money objective, like, oh, let's have the same amount of seating all the way around the entire arena so that somebody who's up in the nosebleeds at one end, like we were in our last game at the Forum back in 1995, we were up so high, we were on the de Maisonneuve end of the Forum looking forward towards the St. Catherine Street end, and you could barely see the other net at the other end.
I don't remember, but I trust you.
You better.
Next.
All right. These are the Lahti Pelicans. And this is a rink built in 1973. Maybe renovated since then, for all I know.
Not the best picture, but hard to say anything, really.
And you'll see that inside, it looks like it has an offset roof to me. If you follow the curve of the roof up, it looks like it peaks over maybe where the left-hand boards are.
It's not centered for sure.
No, so I think there's probably more fans accommodated on the left-hand side than there are on the right-hand side. I don't think that's a flaw or a problem, because who knows what else is in this building that's behind those seats. That may be something equally important.
Looks like a great place to watch a game, though.
It looks like a wonderful place to watch a game. A little more seating at the end, too.
You noticed what's hanging up here in the rafters? That looks like a little bit like Montreal Canadiens.
Does it ever?
Colors.
Can we get that zoomed in a bit? As I see Line A.
It looks like Line A and something else. But
yeah.
I don't know.
Well done.
Next.
All right. This is the Saipa Lapinranta.
Again, not a very good picture here.
There's an outdoor skating venue. A hockey skating venue, because you see boards surrounding this one, and then, of course, the indoor arena itself. Seats almost 5,000 people inside, built in 1972, and it's called the Kisapuisto Arena, if I'm not mistaken.
Hard to see. The image is quite small. It's hard to see everything, but looks like an arena.
It does. There's no, or if there is, it's very small, a clock in the center. The seating looks oddball because you'll see, like in the near part of the photograph in the left, there's seats that go straight out so that someone sitting at the corner where that railing is has to basically watch with their neck crane at a 45-degree angle for the entire game.
Yeah,
so it doesn't flow around the corners. Which
no ads on the ice?
No, that's a good thing. Yeah, in my view anyway.
Yeah. Next.
All right. Next, we have the Ukurit Mikkeli. Built in 1982, seats about 4,500 people, and it looks very much like an arena.
Look, there's an antenna on top of that one too for you.
Yeah, that's
different type.
Probably cellular, because of the configuration of the antenna, so it's likely not my kind of thing.
It looks like an arena.
Sure does.
Looks a little old.
Yeah.
Oh, that score clock is weird.
And it's low.
It's so girthy.
Yeah.
I like the ceiling. It's made of wood.
Yeah.
It's neat.
Yeah, it is neat. As you can see, lots of standing room. You've got some rink volunteers or officials or employees standing around the edge there, not far from the players' benches.
Jersey hanging way up there in the corner.
Oh, yeah.
Or a sign that's supposed to look like a jersey.
Yeah.
Looks awful flat.
Yeah.
Next.
All right, next we have, this is the Karpat Oulu. I guess it's Oulu. And this arena looks fairly new to me because of all the metallic aluminum, but it's built in 1979, or 75 rather.
Is this an arena or an arena?
Yeah, it's an arena.
It's got an extra E in there.
Yeah. 6,600 roughly accommodation inside. And there's some standing room here as well that's provided for in the corners by the look of things. Nice seating.
Well, a lot of the rinks look, a lot of the arenas look very similar.
Yeah, they do.
In this league, yeah.
The clock looks a little low from this angle, but we are up high. We're up near the rafters, so that might be acceptably high. It's kind of hard to tell from perspective.
Look at the ads on the ice.
Yeah, there's a few.
Just a few. Holy jumpins.
Yeah.
Next.
This is the Porin Asat in Pori. I think it's a nice looking arena. It's 6,300 to 6,500 people can be accommodated in the arena here. I like how they put the logo on the outside and it's lit up.
That is really cool.
The glass.
Yeah, so I like that a lot.
Figured you'd be a fan of this one here in Pori.
It doesn't really look like an arena. It looks like a gym or something.
Yeah, or maybe a library.
A pool or...
Yeah, pool. Yeah, that would be good for a pool. It might even be a pool in there for all we know.
Could be.
I love the look inside.
This is awesome, yeah. I like that a lot.
Very well lit. I like how the seats kind of intersect. They don't curve like maybe they ought to in a perfect world, but they're pretty darn good. You know, they kind of intersect.
Yeah, you wouldn't be hitting knees or anything.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I like this a lot.
Yeah, it's a nice looking setup.
Lots of ads on the...
And is that... This looks like all standing room on this side, on the right-hand side.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
That's all standing room. Lots of ads, again, on the ice. As our friend Brad would say for Newfoundland. Lord, thunder and Jesus, by.
Yes, sir.
Next.
Okay, this is the Leuco Realm, built in 1970. This arena has some glass, which
it's hard to see. Not the best picture, but it's glass.
And it seats 5,400. Multicolored seating. Again, they've got the whole rainbow on the go here.
Whole rainbow, yeah, they do. Yellow, blue, orange, black or dark blue.
Now this camera perspective is fairly low. I'd say it's probably only a couple rows up, maybe 6 or 7 rows up. The clock looks pretty low to me. Again,
I can't get over the ads. There's an ad inside where the net would be. What?
Well, probably if they have a net camera looking down, just think every time they have a disputed goal, that ad's going to be there behind the goalie. So,
true, good point.
Yeah.
Wow.
It looks almost like a Winston Cup or a Monster Energy Cup car in NASCAR.
Yeah, something like that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Next.
Okay, now there's 2 logos here because they both play in the same arena. This is in Tampere, and we have the Ilves team and the Tappara team, both playing here in the same barn.
So when they play each other, they both have home ice advantage?
I guess so. They probably trade that off. Someone keeps track of that. This was built in 1965, and I would have thought maybe a little more recently than that.
Yeah, it looks a bit modern.
I think it looks a bit modern, yeah. And it has some structure on the outside, which may be for show, but I'm thinking it's probably for engineering. And it's quite a nice rink inside.
Wow, the inside, the ceiling is so high.
It is.
I love it.
Probably due to that structure we saw on the outside is to credit for some of that.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Yeah, it seats 7,300, or accommodates 7,300, 5,600 and some seating, and the rest are standing.
Lots of banners.
Yeah.
By both teams, it looks like.
Yeah. And there are some suites in there as well. So it's an arena that probably sees a lot of action with 2 home teams.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
It looks way bigger from the inside than it does the outside.
Yeah. And this is the TPS in Turku.
Ooh.
That's a beauty. The Gatorade Center.
Look at this thing.
The Gatorade Center.
It looks like top of a water tower.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Yeah.
I guess it would make sense if it's the Gatorade Center. Maybe it's holding Gatorade.
Could be. This is not that old, built in 1990.
You can tell it's new.
Yeah.
Look at that glass.
Look at that glass.
The glass is amazing.
Put them on the glass. Now, if you look carefully, it's kind of hard to see because the photo inside is not the best, but there is some way up seating.
Oh, my
up
goodness.
on the left-hand side, you see the seating almost kind of diminished at the top.
That's like...
It's almost like a third deck. Like it's huge.
The theater seating or something up here with the balconies.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
It's massive. So 7,300, a mixture of standing room and bums and seats there. So, yeah.
I like it.
Very impressive.
Next,
we have the Sport Vasa, and they play in the Vasa Arena. Built in 1971, has a real arena flavor to it.
Looks like an arena, yeah.
Yeah, seats about 4,500 people, so it's not the biggest arena, but you've got that nice structure, the bowed structure that keeps the ceiling high.
It shouldn't matter what the ceiling looks like in an arena, because you're never looking at the ceiling. But I always appreciate a good-looking ceiling. I don't know why.
You got to think for ceilings.
Everyone's
different.
Yeah.
Yeah. The clock looks a little low, but it's probably, if not for that nice bowed ceiling, it'd be even lower than it is. So
the net has ad and the mesh. What the frick is, what's going on here? You can't put ads on the net.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't. You can't do that.
Wow.
That's wild.
So you have like 1 hole, 2 hole, 3 hole, 4 hole, 5 hole subway.
Subway, yeah.
Wow.
I like it though. It looks like an all right rink.
Yep. It's a good place to watch a hockey game.
All right, that wraps it up. That's all the arenas and all the teams. Thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you had fun looking through the arenas with us. And if you're from Finland, I'm sure you've seen them all before, and you're probably laughing at us seeing them for the first time and
pronouncing them so poorly. Apologies.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm sorry if we roasted your team a little bit or your arena. Just having some fun. So thanks for watching. If you're new to this channel, hope you can hit the subscribe button. Maybe even share the video with a friend. If you like the video, hit the like button. That helps us a lot. And we'll see you in the future. Adios.